you're doing this at home, there's a lovely starter game that you can play on your laptop just to warm up your brain today. Right, more of the same. Today we are looking at converting measures, especially length and capacity. Now yesterday we mentioned the fact that kilo means 1,000, so it was always units of 1,000. Today we're looking at milli. Now milli actually means 1,000th. So when you look at the word milli, it means the fraction 1,000th. But again, you're always working in units of 1,000, so we're looking at multiplying or dividing by 1,000 because there are 3 zeros. You're always going to move 3 places to the left if you're multiplying, or 3 places to the right if you're dividing. So you're using the same principle, but we're just converting between millimetres and metres, or millilitres and litres. Millilitres is what we use when we're talking about capacity. So we're talking about the amount of liquid in that a container can hold. Okay, so if we converted 0.7 metres into millimetres, because we are going from metres to millimetres, if we follow the arrow, we know that we need to multiply by 1,000. So 0.7 times 1,000, we demonstrated this yesterday, 0.7 times 1,000, you go 3 places because there are 3 zeros in the 1,000. So 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and we use the 0 placeholders before the decimal point. So the answer is 700. So 0.7 metres would be 700 millimetres. Okay? So, if we were to do 4,200 millilitres and convert them into litres, we need to look at millilitres into litres, and you can see if you follow this diagram, to do that you divide by 1,000. So this time we are not going to go to the left to divide, we are going to go to the right. So let's have a look at that just to remind ourselves how to do this. So we write 4,200 millilitres, and we're converting that to litres, so we need to move 3 places. Why 3 places? Because it's 1,000 that we are using and there are 3 zeros. So we're going to move to the right because we're dividing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, there's the decimal point. So your answer is 4.2 litres. Here we have those 2 zeros. If you answered 4.200 litres, it's also correct, but the convention is that the zeros afterwards, after the decimal point, once you've got a digit after the decimal point, you don't really need those zeros. It's not incorrect, it's just that that's the way we normally write it. Okay, so today your challenge is very similar to yesterday, where you have 3 different levels and you are using these charts where you've got the word milli involved. So you're converting litres into millilitres. Here you're doing the same and you're converting thousandths because milli means thousandth, and you're writing that as millilitres and changing into litres. If you're not sure, just always look back at this grid. And in this one, you do the same, it's a slightly more difficult challenge. Now, that might be quite easy for you today because we've done lots of practice on this. So I would suggest you move on to this reasoning and problem solving, where you're applying what you know. So, similar idea that you are asked a question like, what do you need to combine, what do you need to add together? So you need to maybe do some different sums. My top tip is that you should always convert to the same unit. So here, if you've got millimetres, millimetres and metres, I would convert meters into millimetres using this chart to know what to do, and then you can look and compare all 3. So in all of these, there are 2 different. One will be millilitres, one will be litres. One might be millimetres or metres. Whatever it is, always convert to the same unit of measure. So here I've got an example. This one, the question is, which two, let me just check the question here, I've written it down. I think the question was which two add up to 5 metres. That's what the question was. Which two add up to 5 metres? So the thing to do is to always convert each one into the same unit of measure. So if the question is about metres, it would make sense to convert everything into metres. So these ones are millimetres, this one's metres, and this one's metres. So we want to convert millimetres into metres. So millimetres into metres, we are dividing by 1,000. So if we were to divide 2,500, I'll use a different colour, 2,500, we need to move 3 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And as I said yesterday, these zeros, these zeros don't really matter. So that would convert to 2.5 metres. Okay, so then it's easier to compare. This one would convert to, it's the same, 2.5 metres, and this one would convert to 1.5 metres. And it means that you can look at which ones would add together to make 5. And if you're quite good at mental maths, you'll know that 2.5 plus 2.5 would add together to make 5, in which case this is what your answer would be. 2,500 millimetres plus 2,500 millimetres would add to make 5 metres. So make sure in all of these that you're always converting to the same unit of measure and you won't go wrong. Enjoy this, they're nice challenges, and as usual the answers are at the end of the PowerPoint.